Welcome back, everyone, to another Magic the Gathering Market Movers Weekend Winners Edition. Today is June the 20th, 2021, and we do have a ton of movers to go over here today. But before we do that, I do want to remind everyone that I have some links in my description. One is a Patreon link, the variety of tiers. One of those tiers may be right for you, so please check that out. I also have a TCG Player affiliate link, and any purchase that you make using that link, I actually get a small bonus from that, and it really helps support the channel. And here are my lovely Patreon supporters. Thank you all so much for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. And with that being said, let's jump into these movers here today, starting to list off with Seagate Restoration from Zendikar Rising. This standard mythic mover is up 21.21% from 1136 to 1377. Now this card is seeing a lot of play in Esper Doom Foretold, but also that Sultai control deck, which seems to be the deck to beat at the moment, especially for control decks. And this control deck actually takes up a whopping 20% of the entire meta in standard at the moment. And if you see here on the list, there's a lot of control decks in standard right now, but this seems to be the control deck that is in favor at the moment in standard, and that's why this card is on the list here today. The next card we have on the list is the Ozolith. Yes, this is an Ikoria Lair of Behemoths rare. It does see a lot of play outside of Standard as well, but Standard is one of the reasons why it's up here today. It's up 23.64% from 1155 to 1428. Now it's seeing play in Standard Mono White Life Game, also Mono Green Stompy, and Mono Green mid-range decks as well. Now when it comes to the variety of decks that it's actually seeing play in, the Mono Green Stompy seems to be the most favored deck at the moment in Standard for aggro green decks. It's, as you can see, it's a Mono Green aggro, has 2% of the entire meta in Standard right now, and that's why this card is on the list here today. Okay, now we're going to take a look at the biggest modern winners of the day, and we are going to start that list off here with Engineered Explosives. This is the most recent reprinting of this card from Double Masters. It's up 36.89% from $366 to $5. Now this card is usually seeing play as a sideboard card, but not always. Right now it is seeing play in Amulet Titan decks with 49 registered copies on MTG Goldfish, but it does see a bit of play in Grixis Death Shadow and Mono Blue Tron in Modern at the moment as well. When it comes to the meta game for Modern at the moment, Amulet Titan does have a whopping 4% of the entire meta game in Modern at the moment, and that is the main reason why this card is up on the list here today. And the next modern mover we have on the list to talk about is Glimmervoid, another card from Double Masters, which is the most recent printing of this card. Now, this card used to see a lot of play in Affinity, but that doesn't really seem to be a deck anymore at the moment for now. This card is up 43.80% from $347 to $5. This card sees play right now in Sultai decks, Urza, Mono Blue decks in Modern, and even Izzet decks at the moment. Now, when it comes to that Sultai deck does see a lot more play than the other decks that are utilizing this card, but you know, there is no Infinity. Maybe that card can come back, but as you can see, Lantern Control is that Sultai control deck, and yes, it does see play. Next up on the list is Violent Outburst from Alara Reborn. This is a common card that is up 88.81% from $143 to a whopping $2.70. Now, that is very expensive for a common card, so I wouldn't be paying any price like that for this card, as it's probably going to be a reprint target soon. It's seeing play in Living Index, which is where it saw play before it saw play in Crashing Footfalls, which is actually the main reason why this card is up on this list here today. But it's a great card that can let you cascade into those suspend spells and actually just cast those for free. This card is seeing play in that Crashing Footfalls deck, along with cards like Cryptic Command, Fire and Ice, and even Force of Negation, which is a card that has been going up as well. Okay, and the next modern mover on the list is Feasting Troll King. This is the extended art version of the card from Throne of Eldraine. Now, obviously, this card doesn't just see play in Modern, but Modern actually is the main reason why this card is going up today. Now, it's up almost 100% from $5.65 to $11.26. Now, when it comes to decks that are utilizing this card, the two that are seeing the most play for Modern is Hell's Kitchen, and then also a Jund deck as well. Now, Hell's Kitchen is utilizing this card along with that other card that I can't pronounce, plus that other Underworld Cookbook card, so all three of them are very favored in this deck. All right, now we're going to take a look at the biggest reserve list winners of the week, and we're going to start that list off here with Merchant Ship from Arabian Nights, a 4 Horseman set. Now, this card is up 22.15% from 56.35 to 68.83, and there's only 31,000 copies of this card ever printed without a reprinting. Next up is another Arabian Nights card, a 4 Horseman set. This is Bazaar of Baghdad, a very iconic card from the set, up 28.95% from $1,900 to $2,450. And this card also only has 31,000 copies ever printed. And the next card we have on the list is yet another Arabian Nights card. We have Sandals of Abdallah. This card is up 57.30% from $67.58 to $106.30. Now, this card's print run was disclosed as well, and it has 31,000 copies of this card printed. Now we're going to take a look at the biggest foil winners of the week, and we're going to start that list off here with Engineered Plague from 7th edition. This old border foil is up 41.25% from $560 to $791. We've got Persuasion from Odyssey. This rare old border foil is up 61.78% from $225 to $364. We've got Mutilate from Torment, another rare old border foil, up 62.20% from $25.40 to $41.20. All right, and we have Boyle from 8th edition. This card is up 65.15% from $24.22 to $40. Our next card is Alexi Zephyr Mage from Prophecy. This rare old border foil is up 115% from $14.29 to $30.72. Raging Kavu from Invasion. This beautiful gold old border foil is up 190% from $230 to $668. Spiteful Visions is our last card from Shadowmoor, up 3,000% from 49 cents to 15.24. Okay, now we're going to take a look at the biggest losers of the week, and we are going to start the list off with Patriarch's Bidding from Modern Horizons 2, down 68.69% from 904 to 283. Next up is Turok Dead Cantor from Modern Horizons 2. This card is down 70.37% from $13.50 to $4. Dakin Shadow Slayer from Modern Horizons 2, down 70.75% from $20.35 to $5.95. We've got another Modern Horizons 2 card to talk about. It's Thrasta Tempest Roar from Modern Horizons 2, down 82.81% from $15.07 to $2.59. And our next loser is Gaedrone Dihada, another card from Modern Horizons 2, down 83.67% from $23.51 to $3.84. Wow. Quite the crashes from Modern Horizons 2. You know, it wasn't really a surprise. I said that the first week of release is always the biggest race to the bottom. So I hope that throughout the week, if you are looking to add any of these cards to any decks or just to speculate on a few of them, this is probably the best week to do so. You're not going to get another chance like this for Modern Horizons 2 singles, as people are trading them in as quick as possible for anything on the reserve list or just other cards in their deck, even if they just want some cash on hand. Okay, with that being said, I do make these videos Monday to Friday, and obviously I will put out a weekend winner video every single Sunday as well if I have the time. And I will see you later tonight for a Sunday live stream, so hopefully I can see you all there and we can have some great conversations. Okay, with that being said, please enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Being a patron will help me produce more market movers and add to the funds that I will use for my random buys and also to my coffee fund, because I drink a lot of coffee for these videos. And here you can see a link below in the description that will give you all the tiers and what you get in each tier. So I hope you guys click and think about joining. And with that, I'll see you next video. Think about supporting the channel in that way. If not, subscribe, like, leave a comment, and I will see you again in the next video.